It's 11 p.m. and these are the headlines. A special envoy of the President of the Republic, Attaf, delivers a written message to the President of the Central African Republic. And under the presidency of Algeria, the UNSC holds a meeting dedicated to the protection of civilians during armed conflicts, and we will highlight Algeria's central role in conflict resolution. At the International Symposium in solidarity with the Saharawi people, participants emphasized support for the Saharawi cause and condemned systematic abuses by Moroccan occupier. Among our key tourist attractions, we focus on the natural landscapes that reflect the rich history of humanity in the Ahaggar region, a precious cultural heritage that deserves to be preserved. Welcome back, everyone. The Minister of State, Minister of Foreign Affairs, National Community Abroad and African Affairs, Ahmed Attaf, was received today in Bangui by the President of the Central African Republic, Faustin Change Touadéra, as part of the official visit as Special Envoy of the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune. The Minister of State handed the President of the Central African Republic a letter from the President of the Republic conveying his fraternal greetings and his will to continue working with him to strengthen relations of brotherhood, cooperation and solidarity between the two countries. This meeting was also an opportunity to examine ways to create a new dynamic in bilateral cooperation and strengthening coordination with the Continental Organization, underlining Algeria's efforts within the UNSC to preserve security and stability in the Central African Republic. And the Minister of State, Minister of Foreign Affairs, National Community Abroad and African Affairs, Ahmed Attaf, arrived this evening in Yaoundé, capital of the Republic of Cameroon, for an official visit as Special Envoy of the President of the Republic. This visit is part of the tradition of consultation and coordination between the two brotherly countries in several areas of joint continental and international matters. The visit also aims to reinforce efforts of the two countries to achieve more gains in bilateral cooperation in different sectors of common interest and mutual benefit. Algeria chaired today a meeting of the UNSC on the protection of civilians in armed conflict. The meeting focused on the challenges of food security and humanitarian situation in conflict-affected areas. An overview was presented regarding the obstacles hindering the supply of humanitarian aid to affected areas in Sudan. The discussion also highlighted the humanitarian situation in the armed conflict areas and the challenges of food security there. Algeria continues to strengthen its diplomatic role both at a regional and international level as a non-permanent member of the UNSC and now holding its presidency. Algeria advocates for just causes like the Palestinian and Sahrawi causes. Algeria also plays an important role in fighting terrorism in Africa and beyond. Rania Bahri explains.
Even though Algeria engaged on many platforms, its main focus in diplomacy remains its Arab-African ties. As it holds the rotating presidency of the UN Security Council, Algeria puts the Palestinian issue and Arab concerns at the top of its priorities, along with fighting terrorism in Africa. We value Algeria's approach to solve crises, which focuses on peace and security through political solutions and rejects military interventions. I believe that Algeria, a country that has played a key role in achieving stability not only in Africa but also in advocating for the Palestinian and the Sahrawi causes, will continue to follow this path during its term in the Security Council. During its presidency of the UN Security Council, Algeria plans to hold a high-level ministerial meeting on fighting terrorism in Africa. The focus will be on Algeria's experience in combating terrorism and its belief that development is the first step in tackling terrorism, especially in the Sahel region. Algeria is working hard to develop Africa. When we see a country like Algeria, an African power defending the continent's issues, it gives us hope. I'm sure that the strong can change our future, and Algeria is capable of doing so. As the only Arab member of the Security Council, Algeria focuses on Arab issues including the situation in Sudan, Lebanon, Syria and Yemen. But the most important issue is Palestine, especially with the ongoing aggression on Gaza and the worsening humanitarian situation, where Algeria's voice for Palestine is strong.
In northern news, the new procedures and facilitations related to export operations have been implemented, leading to the first shipment of food products sent to Canada. These procedures include, in particular, the reduction of 50% of customs duties on the cost of transporting goods abroad for the benefit of exporters. Najib Tayal.
As part of the new measures to support exporters, including a 50% reduction in customs duties on international transportation costs, the first shipment of fresh agricultural products has been dispatched from Algiers International Airport to Canada, marking a significant step in enhancing export operations. Previously, the exporter paid 100% of the export costs, and the National Exports Fund reimbursed 50%. With this agreement signed with Algérie Cargo, the economic operator pays only 50% of the export costs. Algerian farms are booming and Algerian products are in great demand on international markets. We support the government's policy. Under an agreement between the Ministry of Trade and Export Promotion and Algérie Cargo, various agricultural products, including oranges, beans, and artichokes, are carefully packed and loaded onto an Algérie craft for export. Algerian products are highly priced abroad, and these new procedures will further encourage exporters. To help the Algerian exporters expand into international markets, particularly with the growing demand for fresh agricultural products among foreign consumers, the public authorities have implemented significant support measures.
To the occupied Palestinian territories now, the death toll from the continuous Zionist shelling across different areas of the Gaza Strip on Monday has exceeded 19. In its latest crime, Zionist warplanes targeted a house, killing 4 civilians, including children, and injuring 13 others, according to Al-Awda Hospital in Nusayrat, while 14 civilians were killed and dozens injured at dawn as Zionist forces continued their relentless bombardments of various areas in the Gaza Strip on the 458th day of the ongoing genocide against the enclave. The International Symposium for Solidarity with the Sahrawi people kicked off yesterday in Bujur in the presence of political activists and human rights defenders from around the world. During this event, the participants called on the international community to assume responsibility regarding the Sahrawi cause. Rania Al-Bahri.
In Bujdur, in the Sahrawi refugee camps, the International Conference of Solidarity with the Sahrawi people brought together activists and supporters from 13 countries, including Sweden, Italy, Japan, Germany and Palestine. A unanimous appeal was made to the international community to take responsibility for the suffering of the Sahrawi people.
Together with my partner Sana Gotbi, we have been biking around the world to raise awareness about Western Sahara. It's a very important cause. It's the last colony in Africa.
Well, it's very important for people to come and see the camps because it's a different experience once you meet the Sahrawi people in person and see the realities on the ground.
They invited me to come here to this Solidarity conference, and yeah, it's just great work that they're doing. They invited people from all over the world. It's amazing, from Japan.
This conference will last 3 days with several round tables and workshops on environmental issues, the plundering of the Sahrawi natural resources by the Moroccan occupier, and the situation of the Sahrawis in the occupied territories. Sahrawi and foreign activists are determined now to carry this voice in international bodies and mobilize more solidarity.
This kind of gathering that we have now is very, very important to create international solidarity. We need to have more people and more countries.
Actually, because my father used to work in United Nations, and then he's always supportive for the refugee.
This conference gives participants the chance to become more aware of the Sahrawi people's fight for their right to self-determination and to strengthen international solidarity towards this cause.
A little relaxation now from the southern part of Algeria and the Tassili Niger, more precisely, a unique site considered as one of the largest open-air museums in the world, retracing one of the ancient traces of humanity. Tassili Niger, the enchanting natural museum that attracts lovers of wide open spaces and adventures. Najah Taya reports.
Tassili Niger, a timeless natural marvel shaped over millennia, is a breathtaking natural masterpiece shaped by millions of years of geological transformations. Its extraordinary rock formations, carved by the elements, create a unique and mesmerizing landscape that has long drawn adventurers and lovers of nature. We are able to discover breathtaking landscapes, especially in this region. Visiting the Tassili Niger is a unique experience. The guides helped us discover this region, and I highly recommend all the Algerians to visit the south of the country. Tassili Niger is the home of a delicate ecosystem and a rich cultural heritage that demand careful preservation. Dedicated local tour guides play a vital role in safeguarding this unique site. Our role as tourist guides is to make visitors aware of the importance of preserving the Tassili Niger National Park, and we systematically remind tourists that it is strictly forbidden to leave waste or objects on site, or to write or engrave anything on the rocks or rock engravings in order to protect this heritage.
دونك الحظيرة راهي قائمة بالواجب والحمد لله. من خلال هذه الزيارة السياحية
Through tourist visits, our mission is to share as much information as possible about this place, which is rich in history. We also take the opportunity to raise visitors' awareness of the importance of preserving tourist sites. We have launched a wide-ranging awareness campaign in coordination with various tourist agencies on the need to preserve the tourist sites. This landscape embodies a vital combination of natural and historical heritage, making its preservation a necessity.
And that was it for today's news. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.